Hey, today I've got an awesome strategy with an awesome indicator for you guys. It's literally called an awesome oscillator. While we're waiting for the results to see if the oscillator is actually that awesome, I strongly recommend you guys to follow my Telegram channel. I regularly post honest trading signals there along with unique strategies and lots of other useful content. You guys have requested another video on awesome oscillators so much, and I'm happy to do so. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about a strategy you can use with the awesome oscillator indicator, how it works, how you can find entry points with it, and obviously how to earn off of it. I hope you'll enjoy the video, give it a like, and let's start figuring things out. Before we start trading, let's adjust all the settings. First and foremost, we want to switch the chart type to candles, the time frame to M1, and obviously add the awesome oscillator indicator on the chart. It's already applied. We're just gonna click it once. It doesn't require any additional adjustments. The short period is 5, and the long one is 34. Other settings stay the exact same. Now let's figure out the proper way it's supposed to work. So, what should we pay attention to? We can see the chart and the indicator. Look, we can see a green vertex on the oscillator right here. We can see the chart is rising while the oscillator is falling. If we were to draw a line, let me show it to you once again. If we draw a line from said vertex to the next fresh one, we can see the oscillator is heading towards 0. Thereby, this might be a signal of an upcoming trend switch, so we can potentially place a trade. The first vertex is way bigger than the second one. The second peak is bigger than the third one, which essentially means the oscillator is going downwards while the chart is rising still, as we can see. So that's the kind of divergence we will be looking for, an entry point within. Let's analyze other charts with clear entry points and proper signals to enter. As soon as we find one, I'll show you guys one way to place a trade. Here's a nice example too. We can see the vertexes. So the first one and the second one, drawing a line through them, that's heading towards 0. We can see an obvious growth in the chart, whereas the oscillator displays a fall. We are therefore waiting for the appropriate entry points and getting ready to enter downwards. We're going to place a downward trade as soon as we capture the third peak, perhaps a tiny bit earlier. Waiting for the candles to settle. 20 seconds are left. Everything's hinting on the further price fall, at least a little one, because the chart is rising, the oscillator is falling, which is essentially what we call a divergence. Such a discrepancy between the chart and the indicator. Let's place a trade downwards because there's where the oscillator is heading. Meanwhile, the chart is still rising, by the way, although ideally we would want to enter after the first red candle. That's the moment when we would know for sure we're getting a profit. Let's see how it goes. We're a bit late, not too late though, so that's totally alright. Amazing, the trade closed and a profit. Impeccable performance. Let's check the situation on the indicator once again. Look, ideally we would want to enter after this first red candle, then we would have got our profit with no additional hassle whatsoever. We, however, hopped into the last car when the indicator signal was too close to being over. You better avoid doing that, of course, but yeah, you get the whole principle. I suggest we find a clear example where we can precisely capture the movement of the indicator signal and place a trade accordingly. I'm sure things are going to get a lot more comprehensive after that one. By the way, this strategy implies another fascinating nuance you got to watch out for. Don't forget about this line right here. Whenever we see the first stick appearing on the other side of said line, that's when we can feel free to place a trade downwards or upwards depending on the prior trend character. Look, the indicator, the histogram, was previously being displayed in the upper part. If we see the first tick below the 0 line, that's basically another signal to enter the market. Let's see if that's the case now. If so, we will gladly make a downward deal. So, let's see. Guys, as I've said, that's only the case if the indicator goes below 0. If we see the first tick appearing below the 0 line, just like it used to happen historically, right here, let's take another look right here. There's our first tick above 0. this one, I guess, right here. And as you guys can see, it was followed by a rapid growth. Look, we've got a signal. Let's place a trade downwards. Here's the first tick below zero. That's a pretty nice signal. We're placing a trade downwards. I sure hope things will work out for us. I want to remind you guys right away that whatever we witness in charts and on indicators, whatever the situation is, there's no guarantee it's going to work out by the book. However, if we wisely base our decisions on the situations we're facing, we've got way higher chances to get profits. But there's no such thing as a 100% reliable strategy. Had they existed, everyone would have been a millionaire at this point. So yeah, use different perspectives and keep all the existing factors in mind. Speaking of our strategy with this particular oscillator, the current trade is downwards because we could capture the first red signal below zero. The second one is already here too, by the way. So yeah, that's a pretty good signal to enter the market downwards, the zero line breakout. So the whole histogram was displayed above zero previously, and as soon as the first tick appeared. So guys, look, the deal lost, but that's totally alright. We can feel free to enter downwards once again now. Could have actually doubled the amount entering with $300 because we do have this signal still. So red sticks below the zero. We can place a trade with no issues whatsoever because the indicator literally screams the price is to go down. So, like, we could have increased the trade amount. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to do it on time. Didn't want to miss out on such a great opportunity. I was just present in the moment and entered right away. But I would obviously recommend you guys to behave more, wisely and increase the deals amount in advance. But I'm sure the cover and trade will work out. We can observe the whole process in the chart as we speak. We've got 1, 2, 3, a whole 3 of red sticks below zero. Everything works according to plan so far. Our trade has successfully closed in a profit. Had we doubled the deal amount initially, we would have covered the previous loss and earned an extra net profit. But yeah, I guess earning isn't my priority at the moment. I want to show you guys how things work so that you understand the indicator's operational principle, how you determine the entry point, and what things you gotta pay attention to. I think we're done here. The case is closed. We're gonna find a more suitable option for now. We're witnessing a new vertex forming, which would be another incredible signal for us. Look, the first peak and the second one is heading towards zero. But in the chart, however, we can see some growth going on in the chart. The chart is rising, whereas the oscillator is falling. That's a great signal, my dear friends. Let's wait for a couple of more sticks and place a trade downwards, because you can already tell we are dealing with a divergence here. We can feel free to enter the market as soon as this candle closes. I suppose we'll see what the histogram will display at this point and what the chart will look like just as well. Then and only then will we make a decision regarding the deal. We're placing a trade downwards according to the indicator. Everything is literally perfect so far. We can see the first vertex and the second one. Here we go. It has just closed. It's time for new peaks to form now. The next vertex started off with a red stick, as we can see so far, so it's a nice signal. Let's see whether it works out or not. Amazing. Our indicator worked perfectly and the strategy got us yet another profit. The chart is rising, however, there is a clear signal on the indicator. It's heading towards zero. Wonderful, the trade is successful. The signal worked out really well. I'm sure you can see it by yourself now. Starting with this peak right here, lower one, another tiny one. Amazing. Another great signal to sell. As I've already explained it to you guys, there are 2 stakes below the zero line already. All of the previous ones were at top, as you can see, so we are placing the trade downwards. Incredible, the signal worked according to plan. We earned $288. Overall, the strategy is pretty safe. Yeah, it is indeed difficult to find the right moment on the indicator, but simply following risk management and not rushing takes this strategy's win rate to a rather larger kind. So please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget about the links in the description. See you soon. Thank you guys for watching.